I can't believe no one else can hear. I am screaming inside my head. Things are moving so fast. I am going to die. My hands are shaking. I try to squeeze them, try to make them stop, but now my fists are shaking, and the shaking is working its way through me. It must look like I'm having a fit. I want to let the scream out, but I think if I start, I'll never stop. It's not supposed to be like this. I am too young to die. I don't know how to make this end. If I don't, I'll have to go to the hospital, be medicated, force-fed soft foods. I am not that person. Anxiety disorders are the most common mental disorder affecting 301 million people in 2019. 37% of people affected are actually treated successfully, and women are more affected than men due to how women handle their stress. This is a free verse poem by Samantha Schutz called I Don't Want to Be Crazy. Applying to college was a disaster. My parents had their choice for me, but I had mine. But since they were the ones paying the bills, there was no room for compromise. We fought about my application essay for weeks. It has to be perfect. Revised and reread dozens of times. Mark it up in red pen until it was bloody. In the end, my personal statement was more my mother's than my own. In fact, fiction became fact because it just sounded better. It's been like this for as long as I can remember, writing and rewriting homework, book reports, and papers until they weren't mine, until they were perfect. I can't wait to get out of this room, out of this house with all of its rules, out of this neighborhood where everyone knows each other. Living with Sarah the first few weeks is like an extended sleepover party. Our dorm room isn't big, but I can be anything I want here. No one has to know that I wasn't popular in high school, that I never stayed out all night. I'm taking art classes, writing classes, dance classes, all the things there weren't room for before. I reread Ani Snin's journal. It takes courage to push yourself to places that you've never been to before, to test your limits, to break through barriers. And the day it took, the risk it took to remain tight inside a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. Ani Snin. But I've been telling myself that these feelings are new, but they aren't. I felt it the first time junior year. It felt like my chest caved in. I couldn't tell the difference between the bass in the music and the car alarm going off outside. I couldn't get my mind to stop racing. It happened again before college. I was in Staples with my dad, shopping for school supplies. All of a sudden, the ground went soft. The sounds around me were too fast, too slow, all at the same time. I thought I would lose control, do something crazy, start screaming. Right there in the pen aisle, my dad would know. Everyone would know. Now this feeling follows me, clings to me, makes my skin crawl. It sits with me in class, whispers in my ear, and tells me that I shouldn't be here. This is not how things are supposed to be. I am in health services again, waiting for the nurse to look me over, to take my temperature, listen to my heart and to my lungs, to tell me that I am okay. When I see a poster on the wall that says, having panic attacks, for the first time in weeks, things make sense. Panic attacks are feelings of dying, going crazy, losing control of emotions and behavior. I have the urge to escape, flee. Sometimes I have 5 a day. This is my life. I am backed up against a brick wall. I cannot trust my body. I run inside, slam the door shut, and get into bed. The bathroom light is on. The door is open. I hear it. You will get up. Put your head in the toilet. What will my parents think in the morning when I'm found dead, head in the bowl? In my head I hear, this isn't a choice. I tell myself over and over that I am stronger than you. I am scared of myself. I tell my therapist, I don't think, I want to kill myself, I say. She tells me this is common for people who have anxiety disorders. Little yellow pills for the one who can't control her adrenaline, her fear. Little yellow pills for a child who cannot deal with being an adult. Little yellow pills to make me forget Klonopin, 0.6 milligrams. I take one in the morning, one at night. It makes me sleep. Makes that panic voice in the distance loud enough to still hear, but quiet enough to still ignore. My therapist wants to know how my panic attacks serve me. I don't understand. He wants to know what I gain from them. Gain? He thinks they serve a purpose. I don't understand. He says that I'm doing this to myself, to avoid situations I don't want to be in. To myself, I am crying as I talk. There must be little threads of spit connecting my upper and lower jaw. To myself, I have never heard anything so awful in my life. Why would I do this to myself? Why would I inflict this much pain? Turn my life upside down, twist my stomach in knots, and run from friends and family? Long, slow breaths, deep breaths. I am scared to sleep. I am scared to eat. I am scared to move. And all of this turns in my stomach. It reminds me how alone I am and how pitiful it is that I need someone to love me, to wrap me up and make me feel safe. And how pathetic it is that I can't find someone, anyone, to do that for me. I wonder what life would be like if I never had anxiety disorder. At first, I think I'd be Miss America. I'd be the happiest person on earth with the brightest smile on my face. But the more I think about it, the more scary life without panic seems. My life has been governed by anxiety. It fills up my time. I only know how to live like this, with this feeling in my stomach. When I have a panic attack, the voice in my head says, anything can happen. I will go insane. I will die. I will start screaming. I try to tell myself that the voice isn't real, but it's hard. And the voice is